I get a rush from catching bites, I love when I opt out. Pull up, broad day, brrr, make his mama cry. Me and Doja took his life, fucking me, had to pay the price. Still in my hood, bitch, I feel like bones. Pop a perk, I'm in my zone, Barney. What up, though? You already know how I go. Make sure you smash like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment, as long as you comment, you dig. Please make sure you go. Please make sure you go to the membership page, add me on Instagram, and follow the links below in the description. Don't forget the raw link in the description. But let's get to it. Y'all said the audio or visual was bad on the Field B, on why not to join the gang, or what they don't tell you about the joining the gang video. So let's start. Let's describe Field B a little bit. Field B was a kid from Southfield, Latham, not from the hood. Didn't endure struggle. None of this come from a good two-parent household. He played basketball, football. I believe he even played lacrosse or something like that at one point in time. And when you play lacrosse, or you in prison and you play lacrosse, you might want to keep that to yourself when you hanging out with gang members and predators, because they feel like, okay, you soft, you light skinned anyway. You saying you from Southfield, Lathrop, that's big houses, and and I don't think like that about nobody, but that's just how people, he not from Detroit, he not from the slums, he not from Flint, he not from Pontiac, he not from Inkster. He hasn't endured anything. And in a lot of cases, that's true. But Field B was a good kid. I believe he got caught with like a gun and some drugs and ended up getting like a 2 flat and a 1 to 5 or something like that. So he had 3 years combined. He was claiming blood before he went to prison, but he wasn't official. He was just claiming blood like so many people have done over time because of influences like Lil Wayne and the game and Young Thug. And so they just start claiming blood, and they don't know that you got to know certain history, certain lingo, certain things, certain codes when you been a blood. So he goes, blows level 1, gets sent to a level 2. Gang members approach him, because he's saying slime and 5 and all that. And I guess he don't know that a majority of the Bloods are not up under a star. But whatever. So Bloods generally ask you what it be like. When they say what it be like, they want you to run down your literature, your creed, your oath, your pledge, or whatever. Every blood got something called a ball, or it's called a blood call, or whatever, right? But they say ball instead of call. So, they might hit you with the, what it be like. And you got Southside Pyru banged in by the dog father, so on and so, who was blessed in by OG Percy, blessed in by 1943. The GDs might come hit you with the, spit your creed. We believe in it. Teachings of our honorable chairman, all laws and policies set forth by our chairman and his executive staff. And they, you need to know this type of stuff. What is C like? You need to know this to be official member. So he didn't know this. Now some people, if they, if you come across the wrong blood, you false claiming blood, bro. You're gonna have to pay up some money. You're gonna have to get off the yard. You might get beat up, or a guy be like, hey, no, that's wrong. Come to my set. Let me show you. So a lot of guys, this Bloods and Young, they want a lot of members. They want their gang to be the most dominant, most members. There's power in numbers, there's strength in numbers, So this particular set inviting him in. Now mind you, at this time, he almost close to his parole. I think he might have just got it at the moment, right? Offered deferral, completion of class, you get your parole, so he about to go home. So 2 members of his group decide, young dudes, no morals, no principles, they decide to rob an older Milani guy that's damn near 70, if not in his 70s, right? That's a big no-no in the joint. I told y'all this plenty of times. If the Milanics like some yards, the Milanics might not be organized, they might not have a function. And function means you're a part of the organization, you follow the rules, so you're entitled to protection, you're entitled to loans, you're entitled to whatever that particular set, gang, organization provides you, right? So when you off count, when you're not mobbing, when you're not rotating, okay, you one of us, but hands off. We can't tell you what to do, you can't tell us what to do. You're not privy to our business, we're not privy to your business. You know what I'm saying? You get into it, that's on you. The brother's not following behind that, or if they do, that's on their own account. Whatever come from that, y'all gonna have to deal with it, right? So this particular member that they jumped on is very, very well respected and loved, right? He was around with the founding members. They robbed him, I guess hit him or something like that when he tried to grab his bag back, his store bag. Like I said, if the Milanics are organized on this particular yard and they moving, that's not a group you want to rob. No, that's not a group you really want to do something to anyway.
If so, you better be prepared for guys to go all the way. Like when they send guys at you, they just not trying to butterfly you and get you off the yard a little touch. They hitting face shots, head shots, seen it. Or they come with the lock and the sock. When they come with the water, they coming to put in that work. Some group, there's some yards they might not have a lot of members, so they way more treacherous for for their respect. So a guy in a Milan, we just call him, we're gonna call him not Bleed X. Yeah, Bleed X is a real name, but I'm just using the name, okay? So Bleed X, y'all ain't gonna discipline them. Come to Bloods, y'all ain't gonna discipline nothing. Okay, giving them the run around. Oh, we would wait for the right moment. No, they all split this stuff up. They not gonna do nothing to their member. They think that it's just okay, and they not on count with the other Bloods. It's just like them and another group, and then the rest of the 20 sets together. So this particular group really ain't got no backup like that, man. They catch them two boys on the way to Child, blow them down. Pause. I'm talking about. I'm talking about coming from up here, ripping. I'm talking about first time I ever seen a guy and rip. You just see a guy hit and move. This is the first time I ever seen him rip. Them boys out of there. They are out of there. So now, the Bloods, not this particular set, not all of them. If they was all clicked up, another set probably would have rolled. But they thinking about, getting back on them boys. So they go to, no, excuse me, let me backtrack. Phil B seen this situation happen. He's about to go home. Remember this. He's about to go home. Prior to this, they told him, like, you better on the outside for us than you are on the inside. You can do more for us out there. Go home, do your thing, don't be tough, don't be holding no weapons, no nothing. Now that this situation happened, they like, why you didn't jump in? He said, well, y'all told me, I'm better off out there than I am in here. I'm about to go home. I got my deferral, which is basically damn near parole. I'm like, nah, not when it's that serious. You know what you signed up for. You know this come with the game when you got into it. But but y'all told me I'm supposed to go home. Nah, you supposed to aid and assist your brothers. They was getting butchered. We gonna get this right. Here you go. He go to the yard. I guess he contemplating it on the way to the yard all day, contemplating it. He don't do nothing. Next yard, he don't do nothing. Next, he don't do nothing. He don't do nothing. Right. Oh, so you ain't gonna do it, man? Nah, I'm about to go home. Okay, cool. We ran down to you. What come with this? But whatever, man. You about to go home. So they wait. They get a white guy. I think maybe he was an Aryan Brotherhood reject, Oatness reject. He was in debt. He was a drug addict. He was very scared. He would be tough to other white people, but he wouldn't be tough to the black people and the black gangs and stuff like that. That's usually how it go. They usually go at each other before they go at so. Well, they scare him into putting in work on Field B. They're going to clear his debt. They're going to, this going to be forgiven. So I guess they paid the brothers that kicked him out a couple dollars. They told him, yeah, it's cool. You put in work for the blacks. Whoa. They got it all together. So Phil B out there exercising, kicking it. He don't even see it coming. They wait. You know what I'm saying? They waited. He don't see it coming. He don't know. They have to save face. Even though they don't want to respond and retaliate to the Atlantics in the yard like, damn, you ain't get back. They want to be able to say, hey, we got one of ours off the yard because such and such, that situation wasn't what y'all thought it was, because if it was that, we would have got directly at the Atlantics, but it wasn't like that, so we had to get him off the yard. They saving face. And your life, your well-being, your health is for that saving face. You got to know what you sign up to when you join these gangs. You know what come with this. Crip Mac say it all the time. Stay away from gang banging unless you know what it is on 5-5 Crip. On the 5. You got to know what you're getting into. Boys don't care if you about to go home, they getting butchered. You better jump in that thing, and you better get hit up too. He didn't do that. He really literally took what dude was saying it. So, before I was interrupted the video, so they got him on the yard, a little tired. White dude come over there and whack him. Hit him in his eye. hit him in his face, hit him in his ear. The white guy went crazy to get about this sticky situation that he was in. This is what they don't tell you about joining gangs, because it's all, when you come in, man, we trying to make our prison stay the best. We trying to protect our brothers. We trying to make money. We trying to send people back out there, to get money, resources and things for us. We need hustlers. Everybody to get with us don't have to be a gangster. We need doctors, lawyers, cops, politicians. Everybody to join us don't have to be gangster. And when a gangster moment come, and you under the impression that I don't have to be gangster, nah. Because they eat people inside like, oh yeah, he just a punk. He just with us for protection. He not a valuable member if he not violent. Really, to be a member, you don't have to be violent. It's about the getting money. It's about the progression. It's about protecting the community. That's what it's supposed to be about. But people don't follow that. People, they think of how much heart you got. When it's on the floor, what you gonna do? Money not a big priority for a lot of gangs, except the more intelligent ones. The money is what they do it for. The money is what motivate them. That's why you got leaders and you got followers. You know what I'm saying? So think twice before you join a gang if you ain't ready to put in that work. And if you are ready to put in that work, you got to ask yourself, are you willing to do the time for it? Are you willing to throw your life away for it? Something that has no value. Because if you think about it, you don't see too many gang members rich. Not actively gangbanging, worried about what color you got on or what set you from. A lot of those guys, you don't see them getting no money. You see entertainers, there's Crips. You see the Snoop Dogg. You might see the Crip Mac. You might see the whoever else. But those are entertainers. Those are the anomalies. You look at the people who worried about colors. You look at a barbaric individual. That's a barbaric individual. That's an individual that's not a thinker. Worried about colors. Don't join them gangs. Peace and blessing be upon y'all. Big five.
Thank you to everybody who's been using my link to sign up for Varo. Once you deposit $20 and spend it within 20 days, you get $35. Why not get the free money? Every time you sign somebody up with my link, all you gotta do is screenshot it to me. I got you. You can send money back and forth just like Cash App on this app. Get your check up to 2 days early. You don't have to build this long report to get in advance. As soon as you sign up, go look at the Varo advance and see what you're eligible for. And to move up and increase your advanced limits, it doesn't take forever like Cash App. And they don't cap you out like Cash App so quickly. You dig? Go sign up. Free, easy money. The link will be in the description. Peace and blessings be upon y'all. Big old 5.